Hi, I'm John Wesley, and you are watching episode 6 of Visiting House to House. In the next couple of minutes, I want to share two different instances where prayer really opened a door that I might not have expected. At one house, this is over a month ago now, I saw a woman. She was very pregnant. She had twins on the way, and me and a church member met with her, and the conversation, it didn't go very deep. We were there over 20 minutes, and before we left, I said, I want to pray with you. How can I pray with you? And it's then that she shared about a concern they had for one of the two babies, and we were able to pray with her. And I'm glad to share that both those babies have been born and are healthy. But without asking to pray, she would not have volunteered the thing that was weighing on her mind the most. At another household, I went with a different church member, and we visited, and I didn't feel a huge connection, but I went back a second time by myself and stood at the gate. They had a loud barking dog. I was about to give up, and the head of the household came out, a mom, and she has a couple adult kids. One of her kids has a child, but none of them really fit the model of the people you would automatically assume would be in church. They have their own quirks, and I went up. They invited me onto the porch. I talked with them. I connected with them because they had recently she had lost her husband, they'd lost their father, and I lost my dad a little under a year ago. And as I shared that, I said to them, well, I'm going to come back, but before I come back, I'd like to know how I can pray for you. And they all bowed their heads all at once. And I said, no, how can I pray for you? And the adult son looked over at me and said, well, you could pray right now. And finally I got out of them. There was a concern related to the burial of their family member, that they need the government to do something. And so I was able to pray with them for that. And as I left, they said, thank you, Pastor. So here are people I've met 2 times, but for all intensive purposes, I'm the closest thing they have to their pastor. Both of these doors, I think, were opened by prayer and the request for prayer, and people believing me when I said I'd pray for them, and I take that as a trust. I hope that somehow this is an encouragement to you. I hope that you've gone house to house or have considered it. And until next time, this has been John Wesley, and you have been watching the 6th episode of Visiting House to House.